My dad was a machinist for the Cummins Engine Company. I started with Cummins in 1940, worked for them for the next 37 years. That's how I decided to be an engineer. Purdue was the logical choice at that point, being in-state and having one of the greatest engineering schools in the country. I enjoyed the entire curriculum and all the time, and I did the co-op program with Cummins Engine. I graduated with 2 years of hands-on experience, looking for engineering sales positions. I was doing well, I was making good money, I had an expense account and a country club membership and a company-provided car, but I was gone. I was traveling. But I was climbing that corporate ladder. Christmas 1987, 10 years after my father had retired, he was machining parts in his basement, and he said, I think there's an opportunity here. I think this could be a business. Is anyone interested? I had an engineering degree from Purdue and a good job, and life was going well, and he said, you know, that's an awful lot to put at risk to come join me in the basement. And I finally convinced him that I needed to do this. For 2 years, it was just the two of us in the basement making parts every day. Then after 2 years, we decided it was time to move out of the basement. So we bought a building and took out a loan and bought equipment and hired our first employee. We moved it from a small building to a bigger building to an addition to another building, all word of mouth, completely. I was approached 13 years ago by a surgeon who had a patent for a procedure, a surgical procedure to treat lumbar spinal stenosis with a minimally invasive procedure. So he had the procedure, but the device didn't exist. So I was offered an opportunity to do all the engineering and the design, the development, and provide the prototypes through the first clinical trial. We did our first 20-patient human trial in Russia. The very first surgery was a man who was a landscaper, did outdoor work. He was bedridden due to pain. He was our very first patient. We did the first procedure. We got a letter from him months later saying that we had given him his life back. He had been able to go back to work. So that's pretty heartwarming, pretty impactful. We have a company that makes things and figures out how to fix things. We'll have a customer with a very expensive piece of equipment that's broken, and they're lying down, they've got people standing idle, they're losing thousands of dollars an hour because they're not running, and they will bring me a part that's broken and say, I need one of these that's not broke. It's really fulfilling to be the guy that gets approached to help them get things done.